So here we are then, my Lotus Elise 220 Cup. In today's video we're going to be going for a little B-road blast. We're just in a village called Medbun, about 10 minutes outside of Market Harbour up towards Leicester. And there's a nice little B-road that takes you sort of up towards Rutland and that area. It's just started to spit with rain, so we're not going to be doing anything too crazy. But I haven't used this car over winter, and despite this poor weather, I just needed to get out for a drive. I've missed driving this car so much. You know, just getting here, just cruising at 2/10, if that. You know, really just taking it easy. I'm reminded of just how bloody special this car is. It's just so... the whole experience is just fantastic. It's so delicate. Just the delicious steering feel in your hands and the way the car responds to all your inputs, how small the package is, the way it looks. It's just fantastic. Oh yes. So hopefully you can hear the supercharger. This car comes with the 2ZR. So it's the supercharged 1.8 litre engine from a Toyota Prius, amongst other Toyota models. It's got a different map and different exhaust and so on, but the base engine is from a Prius. This car's got a TRD airbox, so you get loads of the supercharger noise, and it's just utterly addictive. Now, if we pop it across to sport mode, sharpen up the throttle response, and we'll go 5th, 4th. Oh, yes, it's just fantastic. It's so nice to be able to row the gears yourself. It's not the best manual gearbox in the world, it does have to be said. Porsche and perhaps Honda as well do a much better manual gearbox. It's not a bad shift. It's got quite a long throw once you're in the plane of the gearbox. So 1st to 2nd, 3rd to 4th, it's quite a long throw. And this particular car, 5th, can be a little tricky to find, so you've got to be really forceful to push it in there. Oh, I've just got to dodge all the potholes. It's not the most sonorous engine in the world, it has to be said. The supercharger is outrageously addictive, and it's an effective engine, but it's no 6-cylinder, it's no flat 6 from a Porsche, it's no V6 from an Exige or an Evora. It does the job, but I do wish it was just that little bit more special. Brakes are effective, really long pedal. The tyres on this car are a bit rubbish. They're Toyo Proxy TR1s, and it must be said they do run out of talent quite quick. Obviously it's damp today, and if you start braking hard for, you know, box left, box right, or even hairpins like up here, then you can feel the ABS really starting to kick in. It's quite an aggressive shudder through the pedal. Just being out in a proper sports car that's perfectly damped and sized for British roads, there just is no better feeling. There's quite a lot of water here. Road falls away from me there. Unfortunately, we've got ourselves a bit of traffic. So, just turned around, we're going to head back down the road. Oh. This car weighs about 940 kilos. with all the extra aero bits, so it's a bit heavier than the Elise S. This has got all the fiberglass aero. You could have some carbon optioned if you wanted to. And with the 220 horsepower that this car is currently outputting, it gives you a fairly healthy power to weight ratio, somewhere between 230 and 240 brake horsepower per tonne. But I don't know if that's wet or dry. Knowing Lotus, that's probably dry. However, we'll roll with it regardless. It's about similar straight line performance to a 140i, I'd say. So nothing to write home about, but it's got a close ratio gearbox, lovely mid-range punch. Just feeling it starting to dance now. Whoa, understeery through there. It's off camber, damp. Take it easy around this hairpin. Wowzers. So you can give it full whack in second gear and it will take you up to national speed limit. Oh. Wow. Supercharging over turbocharging any day of the week. It's just amazing. That noise, as you hear the air rushing over the tips of the screw in the supercharger, that gives it the whine. Oh my goodness me. What an addictive sound. I just need this car to have a damn exhaust so it sounds as great and as aggressive as it looks. Just doesn't do it any justice whatsoever. People are out commuting to see family and whatever because we've now got ourselves stuck behind a Nissan Qashqai. Oh yes. The way that it settles down in a corner once you get back on the throttle. Oh wow. Special feeling. The only other thing that I think lets this car down really, well, there are a few gripes. You know, it's not the perfect car. Luggage space is woeful. Not only is the boot awkwardly sized, it also has a 50 kilo weight limit, so you can't really get anything of any meaningful size in there. The aircon's a bit naff. In the summer I just drive with the windows down anyway, but it would be nice to have some decent AC. The roof seals on the window here are not the most watertight things in the world, so if you jet wash the car and you get too close, or you're in a heavy downpour and you're static, water can get into the car, which is not ideal. And the headlights, I don't drive this car at night very often, but the headlights are useless. The full beam isn't too bad because we've got spotlights that act as 2 extra full beams. Sorry, just had to overtake the Qashqai there. So yeah, we've got 2 spotlights at the front that act as full beams. So with the full beam on, you actually get quite good light coverage. It's a warm colour, as they're old like halogens, that's the one. So, you know, it disguises mud on the road and things, but the low beam in this car is truly terrible. It's really difficult because you sit so low, you know, this car is smaller than an MX-5. You just get blinded by every person out there in their SUV. But to finish up today's video, we're going to find a place to pull over and just soak up some of the views. I mean, look at this now. Nice view across the valley.